What's up, everybody? Ben with the BTC Sessions here, and this is your daily session.
Hodl that Bitcoin.
Before we jump into the news, I just want to remind everybody to head over to my website, check it out. This is where you can reach out to me personally and book yourself your own BTC session. Maybe you want to learn how to set up a wallet, maybe you need to know a little bit more about security, or maybe you just want to discuss some other overarching topics. I'm happy to oblige in either case. Also, if you want to, for some reason, plaster myself across some of your attire, you can do such at my Teespring link down below. Be sure to head over and check that out. Without further ado, let's dive into what's important to me today. Roger Ver is back around and scammier than ever. He tweeted out today, if you're buying BTC in 2019 because you think it's Bitcoin, you are being fooled. You are actually looking for BCH, the peer-to-peer electronic cash system for online payments. The responses to this tweet are more or less, they restored my faith in humanity because I scrolled for a long time and I did not see a positive response to this. Yeah, he's back to his old tricks. People aren't buying it. I feel like his shtick is just about up. If somebody pointed this out, if you head over to bitcoin.com, don't do that, by the way. He's back to selling buy Bitcoin Cash recommended, and then underneath buy Bitcoin Core. So I don't know, desperate times call for desperate measures. I think this is about as far as it's going to go. I can't see Bitcoin Cash having really any more traction beyond what it's had. It's pretty much petering out. So let's move on. Binance was able to successfully freeze some of the tokens stolen from the Cryptopia hack the other day. Those of you unfamiliar, Cryptopia in New Zealand, an online exchange, was hacked and a lot of funds were stolen. We now have some numbers. At least $3.6 million worth of crypto were stolen. Now, they were able to freeze some of those funds. They were quarantining them on the Binance platform as they started to come in because users on social media started to notice some strange activity related to some of the addresses that were implicated in the hack of Cryptopia. CZ, the CEO of Binance Online, said, "I don't understand why these hackers keep sending to Binance. Social media will be pretty fast to report it, and we will freeze it. It's a high-risk maneuver for them." News out of Wyoming, they are introducing a bill which would permit tokenization of stocks. So what this means, I'll read a little excerpt here. So House Bill 185, it says, the articles of incorporation or bylaws of a corporation may specify that all or a portion of the shares of the corporation may be represented by share certificates in the form of certificate tokens. So essentially, if you're a company and you wanted to issue shares, you could do it via blockchain tokens as opposed to traditional means. Now, Wyoming isn't any stranger to trying to be, I guess, friendly to the space. They previously had two other bills that, they passed, actually. One of them was it established a separate asset class for blockchain-based tokens, and the other created kind of a regulatory sandbox so that people would be less afraid of accidentally getting fined, and so that you wouldn't have innovation being hampered by too stringent rules. So I guess in general, some positive news. I talked a little bit about tokenizing stocks the other day, and I guess we'll see what happens with that. Now, this one I find cringy, funny. I don't know how to feel about this, but MIT Stanford researchers to fund new globally scale cryptocurrency called Unit E, or Unite? I don't know. But they seem to think that the main reason crypto is not, and blockchain technology is not being adopted is because of scalability. That's the culprit. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. It's so stupid. I mean, there's how many projects? It was the entire last year and a half, 2 years of projects coming out, boasting their transactions per second. And nobody cared. Nobody cared. They boast, let's see what these guys have. They've got an astounding 10,000 transactions per second. I swear to God, I've heard way higher numbers from that out of different projects. Also, Bitcoin kept chugging along when it had no capacity increases. Now that you have something like Lightning, your transactions per second are essentially limited by the speed of your internet connection. So it's really a bunk point at this point in time. This is stupid. I think it's going to just fizzle and disappear. I hope it does anyways. Okay, and last thing up. The Bitcoin price volatility is down 98% year on year. Of course, that comes with a massive price drop, which is usually the case when volatility is going down. So let's see. Daily volatility, the spread between price high and low, stood at $61 just the other day, down a hefty 98% from the figure of 34.68, which was January 16th, 2018, which is insane. Yeah, so Bitcoin's price is obviously down 74% year over year as well. They usually go hand in hand. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we would expect. The same thing happened last time around. So we had the spike in 2013, and then you saw a very boring year in 2015, a couple of years after that, where there wasn't a whole lot of volatility until kind of the tail end of the year. I think I remember in October, we had a spike up to around $500 when it had been more or less 200 to 300 in that range for most of the year. So, and that was exciting. But yeah, so more or less, I think, as we were talking about yesterday, that it's going to be kind of a boring year for price. So it's also a great time to start learning and understanding what's going on under the hood, what's being built. So I'm going to wrap it there. Thank you guys for stopping in for your daily session, and I will see you guys tomorrow for one last show this week on the BTC Sessions.